Hello, this is Artemis_anime, and today I am reading Want a Lollipop by My Hero Addict, side_character. Summary. Midoriya Izuku had a quirk. It was the all-powerful, devastatingly amazing, world-ending ability to materialize lollipops. He takes the UA Hero exam as a joke. It was supposed to be a joke. Midoriya Izuku had a quirk. It was the all-powerful, devastatingly amazing, world-ending ability to materialize lollipops. Yeah, at least he could do multiple flavors? So yeah, the ability was basically a party trick. Oh well. Izuku didn't really mind. He had an academic mind, an interest in medicine, and, according to his teachers, was destined for a good high school, a great university, and a lovely career as a doctor or surgeon. Izuku was happy with that, he was. But it wasn't exactly going to be the most exciting of lives, and he had an idea stuck in his head that he just couldn't get rid of. One last hurrah, a stupid teenage stunt for a little bit of fun before he dedicates his life to studying. It was harmless, right? So, he applied to the UA Hero course. Whoa, hold on. He's not planning on passing. That's not the idea. This isn't some last-ditch attempt at becoming a hero. He knows that's not for him. The idea is much simpler than that, actually. Go to UA and bring some cheer. It's the only decent use for his quirk, really. So he sits through the written exam, because why not? It's good exam practice, save the hero-centric parts, and then makes his way to the designated testing zone. Social anxiety says, don't talk to anyone. But the whole premise of this plan, and the fact that he's never going to see any of these people ever again, says fuck it. So, Izuku approaches a brunette girl who looks nervous and smiles. Want a lollipop? She blinks at him. Huh? Oh, sure? He grins and makes an obnoxious and unnecessary flourish with his hand and makes a lollipop appear. It's strawberry, he says, and holds it out. She lights up and takes it. Thanks! That was super cool! Does your quirk let you make things then? She smiles ruefully. Some things along those lines. Good luck! He's just about to try the same with the boy close by, but then the exam starts, and Izuku finds himself running just to not be left behind. He really hadn't planned this far ahead, so without a plan, he just starts wandering around. Luckily, the exam is very busy, and there are people on most streets. He ignores the ones busy fighting or running, but soon comes across someone who's just finished a takedown. Nice work, Izuku calls, genuinely impressed. The boy seems to have some sort of electricity quirk, perfect for this exam. Thanks, the boy responds with an embarrassed grin. Do you want a lollipop? Izuku asks, then as an afterthought tags along, sugar is good for exercise, right? Oh, hell yeah, dude! Sounds great! I should have thought to bring snacks. Flavor preference? Izuku asks, since the boy doesn't seem particularly worried about the time this conversation is taking. Perhaps since the extras had just started. What you got? Whatever you want, Izuku answers, honestly. Anything? Nah, you don't have, watermelon. Izuku tries to hold back a laugh, but does his overdramatic hand trick anyway. I do, in fact, have watermelon. No way! The blonde exclaims, eyes wide. Cool! Thanks, man! Lollipop taken, Izuku gives a wave. Good luck with the exam! Oh shit, yeah! Gotta go! Izuku watches the boy leave with a raised brow. Certainly an interesting examinee there. Izuku continues his wandering and has a few encounters where people accept his offer, and a few more where they're too much of a rush or too suspicious to do so. He doesn't take it personally, though. What he's doing is very strange after all. Then he stumbles across someone hurt. A guy with long green hairs on the ground, half slumped, half sat, against a building as he bleeds sluggishly from a wound on his leg. Oh my god, are you okay? Izuku is not panicking. He is not. Luckily, the guy just waves a hand. It's fine. I'm sure the exam staff will be here soon. Izuku frowns. You should at least bandage it a bit. Let me help you. The boy blinks. I mean, sure, but shouldn't you be, I don't know, doing the exam? Izuku scowls, already examining the wound. What's your favorite fruit? Dude, I'm not dying. I don't need distraction. But it's an orange. Good. Izuku makes a lollipop. Enjoy your lollipop while I bandage this. Whoa, thanks. Are you working here or something else? Why don't you have the bandages on you? Why don't you? Izuku asks. The boy just laughs and introduces himself. Apparently, Izuku's panic-induced sarcasm made a great impression somehow. Either way, they make pleasant conversation while Izuku ties his leg up, and then Izuku says his goodbye and heads off. Not before giving the other boy another lollipop, though. That was why he came here, after all. Izuku spends the rest of the exam doing the same. Everyone comes across, injured or not. Though it seems those injured or giving up are much less brushed and much more appreciative of sugary snacks. So he ends up mostly approaching people not actively fighting. He also becomes appalled at UA. What the hell is up with this exam? There shouldn't be that many injured people. Izuku was doing just fine dodging the attacks as he moved around, though he supposed that actively fighting was a lot more dangerous. Well, whatever. The exam was too dangerous or too badly run if there were this many injured people just sitting around without help. Alright, maybe he was being a little unfair. After all, no one was that badly injured. It just irked him. At least it gave him something to do and willing people to hand sweets to. Perhaps he should be thanking them for making the exam dangerous. It made his time more fun. A lot of people were actually really appreciative of his sweets and the medical help. It was nice. Even nicer was the chatter as they left the exam. Did you meet the lollipop boy? What? Yeah, there was just some guy handing out lollipops. Weird, right? Suspicious, more like. You actually took that? Dude, he made a pineapple flavored for me. Yeah, I took it. Izuku tried so hard not to laugh. He really did. This was definitely a good idea. But that was the end of it. Back to a normal life. At least in the future, when he's an accomplished doctor, he knows his patients will appreciate his lollipops. Izuku knows he did. When your medical textbook is as thick as your head, you need some sugar to get through it. That was the end of it. That was supposed to be the end of it. But he never received a rejection letter. To be clear, he didn't receive an accepting one either, but he knew it was past time to receive something because Katsuki next door had already gotten his in the post. Turns out, Izuku didn't get his results through the post. Instead, he got a knock at his door. Hello? Izuku swung the door open. Whoa, was that Recovery Girl? And Principal Netherville of UA? Oh no. No. Is he in trouble? This was supposed to be a fun joke. Oh god, no. Hello, Midoriya-kun. We have an offer to make to you. Could we come in and talk? Nezu asked him cheerfully, and Izuku withered. An offer? An offer not to get him arrested, maybe? What the hell was going on? Yes, of course. Izuku stepped out of the doorway. I'm sorry, my mother isn't in at the moment. That's quite alright, dearie. If you accept, we can talk to her another day. Recovery Girl soothed, likely noticing Izuku's absolute internal freak-out. Luckily, he could go on autopilot for greeting guests. When he came to, he was sat across the two heroes, and everyone had a cup of tea in their hand. Was all he could muster to say. Well then, let's get started. I have to say, Midoriya, your entrance exam performance was one of the strangest I've had the pleasure of witnessing. Thanks, Izuku ventured, and the principal just laughed lightly. Am I correct in assuming you were not actually intending and passing our exams? I took the liberty of checking, and you didn't apply to any other hero courses. Only the medical ones. Yes, I'm sorry. Nothing to worry about. We're a famous school. Plenty of people come in to just try out our exams. We're well aware of this. Most simply perform badly and are ignored, though. You, however, showed promise, Nezu explained. Thanks, but I really don't want to be a hero, Izuku winced. This was awkward. Recovery Girl shook her head. No, that's not what we were suggesting. I'm getting old, and UA has more and more students every year. We're proposing an apprenticeship of sorts. You under my wings, in order to become something like a field medic. What do you think? Wow, really? A field medic? But I don't have a healing quirk or anything that would help me in the field either, Izuku frowned. True, you don't have a healing quirk, but those are incredibly rare, and those that do have them usually end up in large, busy hospitals where they can treat the most people. Keeping one that's to ourselves already is quite a lot, Nezu explained. As for fieldwork, you'd never be in the thick of it, of course, and you were impressively quick on your feet in the exam already. Yue would also provide training to help. Why me, though? There's tons of would-be doctors out there, and probably tons with more helpful quirks, too, Izuku argued, unsure as to why he was arguing exactly, but deciding to do so already. Because they didn't apply, and we haven't seen their work. You helped many people in the exam, you know, Nezu stated simply. And I think your quirk is a good fit. What's a better doctor than a lollipop to hand out? It's sweet, Recovery Girl said with a smile, and Izuku didn't dare call her out on the pun. It was Recovery Girl. I'd get a medical license? Izuku asked. Of course, Nezu nodded. Izuku took one more moment to think it over before nodding. Then I'd be glad to accept. Thank you for this opportunity. A week and another meeting with his mother present, this time later, and the paperwork was signed. Izuku was going to UA, not to be a hero, but to help them. He was beyond excited. The principal told him he'd be taking classes with Bnha and doing his medical training in their hero class. In the later years, he may even accompany them to act as first aid. Izuku stepped into the UA classroom only to be met with a sea of faces. He recognized a few, though. Hey, it's the lollipop guy! The blonde-haired boy Izuku recognized cheered, and all Izuku could do was laugh. How did a joke turn into this? Notes. I've decided to just start writing the absolutely stupid things that come into my head. Hence, this series of one-shots. Anyways, I like to imagine future Izuku being famous and cryptic around UA, and the rumors are that he's this all-powerful and yells at pro heroes for being reckless and knows everyone's weakness and is super scary with a crazy, overpowered quirk. And then Izuku just shows up with a sunny smile and a lollipop, and everyone is like, oh, student. I hear he gets even more pro heroes to listen to him. Maybe his quirk is brainwashing or suggestion or something. Izuku, with a blinding smile, please look after yourself better. I don't want to see you get hurt. Sad face. Here, have a lollipop. Student. Ah, I see. So this is how he does it. And that was Want a Lollipop by My Hero Addict, side_character. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next week.